Welcome everyone. Bitcoin got rejected once again and it broke our horizontal range. That's why today I do have, unfortunately, some bad news for you. Now, first we are going to see that Bitcoin on the entire push toward the upside. We topped out at approximately 94,000 US dollar area, and trust me, this specific level was really not a random area, simply because when we are right now zooming out, you're actually going to see Bitcoin got a rejection almost exactly after taking the liquidity above this specific high. So what does that exactly mean? People that go with a short position, guess where they're setting their stop losses? Exactly above the recent highs. And you're going to notice that we stopped them out with a very small wick towards the upside, and only after they are ragged, we can then get some kind of a rejection back down. And additionally, our liquidity level right here was really not the only target we were paying attention to. Remember, already a couple of days ago, I shared with you that the first important Fibonacci ratio I'm paying attention to is not going to be a golden pocket. It is actually going to be the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level of the entire first move down right here. So when we go from the swing high back towards the swing low, you can right now actually see, and I'm not even making things up, we hit the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level almost to the exact dollar accuracy at, let's just say, 94,000 US dollars. And when we hit it, yes, Bitcoin literally topped out, and we are right now getting a rejection back down already of approximately 6.62%. And additionally, remember from yesterday, we also talked about why this specific area is such an important price target. Let's right now zoom out on the 4-hour time frame, where we are going to be going with the trend line connecting our high right here with the lower high, and you can right to see the rejection did not perfectly happen at the trendline resistance level, but nevertheless, we were definitely trading already at a very important first area of resistance, where, of course, if we would get some kind of a sign of weakness, we could be looking for a short or a sell position. And yes, yesterday I explained to you literally everything. What is going to be a sign of weakness, why I am not looking for long trades right here, and also where I'm going to look to fire a brand new short or sell position on the Bitcoin price itself. And we were saying, if we do get acceptance below the value area high, if we break our range back towards the upside, we can be looking to fire a brand new short or a sell position on the Bitcoin price itself. And this, additionally, if we are going to right to go slightly lower, the bots are going to be buying even more. Yes, right now they are being approximately 4,000 US dollars in a pure profit. However, if we right to go lower, for example, on Ethereum and also Bitcoin, the Bitcoin bot is going to be buying all the way down to 65,000 US dollar area. So of course, I'm not going to be closing my bots. I'm going to keep them open, and if we do go lower, of course, we are going to be buying the dip. Now, it does look like also our bull flag we talked about yesterday in the video, and of course something I posted about yesterday on Twitter right here, unfortunately did not play out. We said we have a descending channel. It really looked like some kind of a bull flag with a higher probability of breaking toward the upside. Unfortunately, again, it did not play out, but that is not the main point. The most important thing always is going to be, how can we make money in the market? And of course, as we were saying for the past 2 days, I'm only interested to fire a brand new short or a sell position on Bitcoin if we are going to get a sign of weakness. We are right now getting this, and also later in the video, I'm going to share with you another trading idea where potentially you can be looking for another long, maybe even a short or a sell position. But right now, what is going to be my main plan and what we can potentially be expecting in the next few days? So we are going to right to zoom out a little bit, let's just say on the daily time frame, to talk about our bearish Elliott Wave count. We simply need to go with our Elliott impulsive wave, where we need to say, okay, Bitcoin completed the first impulse right here, we got a correction. Another impulse right here, another correction. And if we do continue lower, what is going to be the price target of our exactly? What is the target I'm going to be paying attention to if Bitcoin does continue lower? And of course also, what if potentially we don't go lower right here and maybe even we are going to get a major pump toward the upside? However, at least as right now, because we are below the volume level, as we said before, it is going to be more of a bearish Bitcoin indication, and that is right why I really want to share with you what can be right now the next price target for our fifth Elliott Wave. So there is actually a very simple rule we need to follow. the fifth Elliott Wave is usually the same size as our first Elliott Wave right here. So what we can right now say, let's go with the trend-based Fibonacci extension. We are going to measure the entire first impulse right here, putting the third pivot exactly at the top right here, at the top of the fourth Elliott Wave, or at the start of our fifth Elliott Wave. And you can right to see, one-to-one Fibonacci extension level on Bitcoin is coming in almost exactly below our recent low at approximately 70,159 US dollar area. Another way to measure the target of our fifth Elliott Wave is going to be when we go with our Fibonacci retracement from the swing low back towards the swing high. We need to go simply with our Fibonacci expansion levels, paying attention towards 1.236 and therefore also 1.618 Fibonacci expansion level. So it definitely does look like that if Bitcoin right now does continue lower, of course, we need to be expecting at least another lower low below 80,000 US dollar area, or maybe even below this specific low right here, below 74,000 US dollars on the Bitcoin price itself. And additionally, all of those targets right here are also aligning with another very important area of support when we right to go with our high-term time frame levels. You can right to see the daily and the weekly level, both of them are coming in slightly below our recent low right here at approximately 79 and 78,000 US dollars on the Bitcoin price itself. So what we can right to say, if we do get another push down, of course, I'm not right now saying that the fifth Elliott Wave must play out. If we do get another push towards the upside, for sure, we are then going to be looking for our next higher target. But again, because we are seeing a sign of weakness, at least as right now, because we are trading below the volume level right here, of course, we need to right say, potentially, Bitcoin is going to right to get another push towards the upside. That is why I am protecting my profits on the long trades, going with a brand new short or a sample position right here. So that is why if we do go right to lower, at the areas below our recent low right here, let's just say at approximately 77,000 US dollars, maybe even at the 70,000 US dollar area, for sure, I am going to be buying the dip. I'm going to be adding even more capital to all of my long trades right here. And of course, also, the bots are actually going to be buying the dip. And now also, what is the area where Bitcoin is trading as right now? Because the reality right now is, we are also not trading at a random level. What if we right to go back on the 1 hourly time frame right here? I want to share with you a very interesting area where Bitcoin is at this time. We are going to go with the anchored VWAP because remember yesterday, we said that the first important level is going to be our anchored VWAP right here, the bottom of our horizontal range right here, and of course also the value area high of the entire bounce. But right now, what is the level Bitcoin is respecting currently? We are going to go and adjust our anchored VWAP and put it exactly at this specific low where you're right are going to see Bitcoin hit the level almost to the exact dollar accuracy, and we are getting right now a very small bounce back toward the upside. Not enough for me to fire another long or a buy trade right here because it's not really a significant level. However, we can right to say if we are going to be able to get some kind of a push toward the upside back into our horizontal range, back above our very important value area high right here, definitely a bullish Bitcoin indication. Only in this scenario, we can then be looking for another bigger push toward the upside. Until we get this, I am bearish on Bitcoin, holding also my short trade looking for lower targets, maybe even in the next few days. Additionally, pay right now attention to what other people are doing in the market because it really does look like a lot of people are right now where we are as right now, trying to buy the dip, wronging Bitcoin. How do I know that? Pay right now attention to the CVD indicator, to the yellow line. We are getting a push towards the upside for the past few hours. We are also getting a significant push towards the upside on the open interest indicator. And combining both of those indicators, what does that tell us? It means buying pressure is coming in the market in a form of brand new money. So it pretty much means people are right now buying the dip. However, are they able to push the price higher? Not really, because if we are right now actually zooming in, clearly you are going to notice that the highs right here are pretty much almost identical. However, we are forming a significant higher high on the CVD indicator, which right now means even though the buying pressure is coming in, people are not able to move the price higher. Bearish divergence, bearish absorption, bearish Bitcoin indication. The Ehler stochastic CG oscillator on the 4 hourly, daily, and the weekly time frame, because not everything think is that bearish because yes, when we right to go with this specific indicator on the 4-hourly time frame, we are forming some kind of a double bottom pattern, which usually a double bottom pattern, it is actually some kind of a bullish Bitcoin indication. However, for me to right to get again more bullish on Bitcoin, I want to see a sign of strength. And in my opinion, the biggest sign of strength simply is then going to be if we do get acceptance back into our horizontal range. And once we are going to go again above the value area high, above 91,100 US dollars. It's clearly oversold. On the daily, we are also oversold right here. And also on the weekly, we are reaching the oversold area. However, I like to look at the price action first before I go with the indicators. And that is why if we are not getting a sign of strength on the price action right here, if Bitcoin is not able to reclaim any of the levels, unfortunately, we still need to be looking for slightly lower targets in the next couple of days. And also right now, what if we go with our exponential moving averages on the 2-hourly and also on the 1-hourly time frame? Unfortunately, we are also getting a bearish indication on all of our major time frames. On the 2-hourly, we actually got a brand new bearish cross right here, which right now means we are in an average downtrend on the 2-hourly time frame, and the exact same thing is right now also going to be confirmed literally in the next few minutes. Bearish cross on the 1-hourly, which right now means we are in an average downtrend on the 1-hourly, on the 2-hourly, and also on the 4-hourly time frame. So of course, if I right now say to you, bro, we can already be expecting a bounce right here, to be honest, it's not really going to be the smartest idea. Looking right now at the probabilities, looking right now at the trend, looking right now at the bearish absorption, in my opinion, Bitcoin does right now have a higher probability of going even lower towards the upside. And of course, in this scenario, we can be paying attention towards 80,000, maybe even 70,000 US dollar area in the next 2 days. Of course, if we are going to get a push towards the upside above our volume areas of resistances, happy days for Bitcoin, we can be looking for higher. But at least right now, paying attention to the crypto fear and greed index, it does look like we are going back in the fear, and potentially tomorrow, we are maybe even going to be in the extreme fear. Potentially what is right now happening right here, it is going to be almost exactly what we also get a few months ago right here when Bitcoin was trading at approximately 78 or let's just say 80,000 US dollar area. We got some kind of a double bottom pattern on the crypto fear and greed index. First push down, a bounce, and then also another push down, bottoming out, and only then Bitcoin continued its way towards the upside. So potentially, we might be getting exactly the same thing. We got right now the first low, bounce towards the upside. Potentially, if Bitcoin does right now continue much lower towards the 70,000 US dollar area, crypto fear and greed index, I'm almost 100% sure we are once again going to be in the extreme fear. And it's going to be potentially the double bottom pattern. Similarly, what was also happening back in March 2025, and only then we might be expecting a bigger bounce back towards the upside on the Bitcoin price itself. So if you right now ask me what is going to be the best trade, let me right now share with you exactly what we can be paying attention to for the next few days. So we can be measuring the entire bounce right here with the volume, where we can right now say if we are going to go above our value area high, we want to be out of our short position. But right now, because we are below our value area high, we can be looking for lower. Maybe the first take profit area can be the value area low, the second take profit area, another lower low right here, and the third take profit area literally another lower low below 70,000 US dollar area. If we then do get a push towards the upside, we get stopped out of our short trade, looking for our higher target, which in this scenario is actually going to be the bigger golden Fibonacci ratio at approximately 97 and 98,000 US dollars. And